What's up, all Power Addicts crew? Today on Tool Tuesday we are doing magnets. I know you guys are thinking Chuck is a speaker. Matter of fact, it's a blown out speaker. Exactly, because every blown out speaker has one more purpose. It has magnets on the back of it. Come on, let me explain. Now, if it's the first time you guys hit Power Addicts YouTube channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell notification icon so you'll be notified when I release these cool videos. Why? Because I do Jeep videos, car videos, motorcycle videos, tool videos, review videos. You never really know. You might just learn something. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get on with this. Now, laying here on the fender of my old trailer, you see 4 examples of magnets. Yeah, I know, you guys see 5 different devices here, but trust me, 4 different styles. First of all, ceramic block magnets. You can order these from Amazon. Actually, I got these from Harbor Freight. Pretty cool. They work for a lot of good purposes. Rare earth magnets. A lot of you people know these, especially in the crafting world. Some similar stacks right there, which means there's a bunch of magnets. Matter of fact, there's 10 of them to that little pack. Very handy for some purposes, and I'll demonstrate what. Everyone knows that. That's a blown out speaker. So whenever your speaker starts sounding like a bunch of wasps buzzing all the time instead of producing music, that means your surround is either cracked or gone. So what do? You just replace them. Save them for that magnet. Very good purpose for these. Now we have our magnets here. What are they for? Check this one out. No, I'm not being dramatic. This thing's actually very, very strong. Reach around the camera here. What are these from? Can you guess? Yes, these are from computer hard drives. Very strong, very handy, and if you don't watch, if you get your finger between that metal and a magnet, it'll pinch the out of you. What do they come from? Computer hard drives, you say? Some of you don't know what that is. Right there. That's one of my extra hard drives I have in there for the computers I build for my work stuff. That's a good one there. I'm not tearing it apart. But anyway, all my junk hard drives, I always take them apart, take the magnets out of them. Now, have you ever had that bucket or jar of bolts and you're looking for a particular whatever? You pour it out on the shop floor or the garage, wherever, and you go, where is it? Oh, there it is. I found it. But now that you found the item you're looking for, you've got this right here. Pick up. You can go one by one, pick them up. In a small batch like this, not a big deal. Ta-da! Speaker magnet. Duh, rag. Take them. Pick them all up like that. Wrap your rag around them. Pull the magnet off. And pour it back in. Or pour them on the ground, whichever. Now, another purpose you guys can use speaker magnets in the rag is, for instance, if you're outside or you're in your shop, you do a lot of metal fabrication, you may have thin pieces of sheet metal up to 1/4 inch plate or whatever it is you may be working with. But if you got a lot of small pieces and you need to clean up your shop floor or your garage or your driveway, like I do mine, and you pick them up, a little small thin sheet metal stuff, you can end up with pokes in your fingers. Okay, fine, let's wear gloves. The problem with wearing gloves is then you lose your dexterity and it's hard to pick up some of that small stuff, especially if your hands are cold. So if you take that rag, wrap it around that speaker magnet, then you pick up those small pieces of metal, pull that rag off around that metal, pull the magnet off, because I got it separate now, dump it in the trash and you're good to go. But let me stick another magnet in on you. Take the rag trick, and this magnet, you can sweep a whole area, a good sized area with this. This is, if you look real close, this is those magnetic tool holders you pick up at Harbor Freight, but I also put a link down in the description there to, if you guys pick one up if you like. These are super handy. Take that rag, wrap around the length of, like that. When you hold on to that rag like this, sweep the floor, and you got the whole length of that bar right there picking up metal. Then you can reach your hand under here, fold that rag over here, and pull it around. Then you're going to have a whole rag full of metal. Dump it in the trash. So much easier to pick stuff up and save your fingers from a lot of cuts. And you can see here I have one of the tool holder bars, brand spanking new. Actually, I've got about 2 or 3 of them in the shop that I've never opened up, because this is one of those things that Harbor Freight does occasionally. You know, if you buy something, you get something for free. Well, this is one of those things that, you know, oftentimes I'll grab these for the freebies. So you'll see this one and others coming up in a later Tool Tuesday videos. Now let's look at the ceramic block magnets. My favorite use for these right here is cleaning up around my drill press. Well, let's go check out why. Good thing about these magnets, you can get it behind here like this right here and clean up some of the chips. Or you can use your shop vacuum back there as well. But this right here is really good to pull out some of the nuances, but little cracks and crannies back inside your slide vise. See how well that does? Now let's just say you're working on your rig like Project Rust Bucket here that still has no fenders. You got your tools laid out. Here's one of those toolbars that you get from Harbor Freight. Stick it there, wrenches there. Here's one of those block magnets you can stick right there to hold something if you need to. Of course, you've got your little magnetic tool trays that sticks to your fender. This particular model here has little rubber pads so it doesn't scratch your paint. Take your bolts, throw them in there, then it'll bounce away. Hey, that's kind of cool. Bet you I couldn't do that again. And also to hold your 10mm so they don't run away. And now we have the 10-piece rare earth magnets. Pull the little cap off, and you'll see that these little babies right here are little tiny rascals. That's 10 of them in a stack. Separate one of them off, and they stick really well. Okay, you got one right here. Now we take, just so you don't lose them, put them back in your little bottle here. And my favorite use for these little magnets is that if you take your extension, put your magnet right on the very end of it, kind of centered as best as possible. Take your socket, and if you look real close up inside there, most of the time you can see that it centers pretty well. You can see the magnet right there. So what does that do for me? Watch this. Ta-da! Another way to hold your bolt up into the socket. And you can feel that it's got a little, I mean, it's not ridiculously hard, so once you get up in there and you get this bolt started, it pulls out pretty easy. No tape, nothing like that to be left behind. And when you're done, pull your magnet back off, put it back in your tube, and you're good to go. Now let's just say you've dropped your bolt and it's landed way down in the depths of you can't reach, and you run your little tool down there. I'm gonna try to get, hope that won't knock it off. Oh, seriously? Now where the heck to go? Now let's try a little something different. Take one of your little bitty tiny magnets. No, don't stick it on the outside like this, but stick it on the inside like this. See that? Now we're going to feed it back down from the top again. Come down. Oh, where's it at? Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Yes! Look at that. Then you feed it back up really slow. Now let's just say you've got a big heavy massive bolt you're trying to reach. You feed your little magnet down through there, and you catch it like that. Okay, I got a little bit. Okay, oh, it won't pick it up. The little magnet isn't strong enough to pick that up. Oh no, what do I do? Remember these? Take your computer hard drive magnet, open your little claws up, stick it on one of those claws like that, close your little claws up. Now we got a good solid bite. Come back down from the top. Grab hold of that baby. Look at that. Woo, just swing it around. Just a swinging, swinging. Bring it back up. Look at that. Told you, these magnets are stout. Now I know I'm gonna hear it. I had the bolt laying right there during the demonstration. Y'all gonna be saying, well, Chuck, duh, you just could have reached in and got it. Hey, come on, wide open, easy camera angles for my viewers. It's all about the demonstration. And whenever you're using your little tool right here with magnets and such, these little magnets right here are easy to control because they are encased inside the little hooks right here. So as you're taking the tool and you got to hold it like this here and you're guiding it, feeding it down into the depths of you can't reach to reach that bolt that you dropped, these magnets right here, they have a strong pull for their size. But being encased inside those little teeth right there, those little reach and get them claws, you can pretty much control it if you're too close to the engine block, the frame, or whatever. It doesn't want to pull to the side and just stick to the frame or whatever. These are pretty easy to control. Now, on the flip side of that, these magnets, on the other hand, are a pain. They're super strong, and they pull left, right, stuff like that. So it's a little bit harder to guide these down through all that, because they'll want to stick to the frame, the block, whatever they can get within a couple of inches of, they'll pull over to it. But if you got to have some pull and you got to have some power, these babies get the job done. It was a magnet about that size right there. You see how thin it is? See how small the magnet is? On my Fox Body Mustang, it's a T5 5-speed, and when the bell housing mates up to the block, you've got the side cover right there where the clutch cable comes down through the arm. The clutch cable pulls the arm for your for engaging and disengaging your clutch and so on. Like a dummy, I dropped a bolt down inside the bell housing. Now the T5 5-speeds don't have, like the old school top loader 4-speeds, whatever, doesn't have that bottom dust cover to where you can drop it out and just reach inside there and get your bolt, pull it. So what I had to do is take that little small magnet right there. I tied me a shoestring, upcoming video, tied me a shoestring through this right here, stuck it where the throw-out bearing fork right there, the lever, let it drop slowly down through there, because the bell housing on T5 is aluminum, so magnets won't stick to it. But your flywheel, clutch, and all that is steel, so magnets will stick to it. So what I had to do is, where that little crest is, your fork comes out right here, clutch cable comes in this way, and the cover bolts on right here to cover up the cable. So I had to take it right here and allow it to fall right down the bell housing and slowly guide it all the way down to the bottom of the bell housing. Then I heard click. I knew I had it. Then I took the string, pulled real slowly, because I didn't want it to touch the flywheel or the clutch or anything, and spam, I got a magnet stuck to my clutch and the bolt's still attached to it, and hopefully not drop it down inside my pressure plate and had to pull the transmission back out. So I guided it back up. As soon as it got to the top of the crest, it got right there. I snatched that bolt off, saved the day. These babies are awesome. Being super strong, being super flat, you can get them in tight places where you normally couldn't get anything else. So next time you, a friend, or whoever trashes a computer, get that computer hard drive, take it apart. Now you're going to need some very small Torx bit tools to get a hard drive apart. But you want those magnets, they're lifesavers. They're awesome. So everyone, I hope you learned a little something on Tool Tuesday today. Magnets can be your best friend. They can save you in situations, they can help you in situations. So really, get any kind of magnet you can. As you see, this little computer magnet hard drive right here, plus the little small, little rare earth magnets, the block magnets, the big long tool magnets, the magnetic tool holders, blah, 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 blah. Magnets can be your best friend when working on cars, Jeeps, motorcycles, whatever, don't matter. They're awesome. So everyone, if you enjoyed that video, hit me with a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, leave me some cool comments down below. Tell me how you've used magnets in different situations, how they've helped you out, how they've saved your tail from bad situations. Much like whenever I dropped the bolt down inside my T5 on my Fox Body. So hit me up with those cool comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out. Later, y'all.